Oh yeah, we got bars today. Just bars, man. You're just asking questions. I'm answering the question. Oh, let me hit y'all with that bass real quick. We're gonna let everybody get in. Then we're gonna speak on it, so just hold them questions. So with Tiger Hood 806. We're rocking today. Oh, hold on. I gotta switch hats. I want the bars today. Hold on. Cuerno de Chivo, dog. See that? That's a goat. That's bars. Shout out to my man Cassidy. Good ass joint. It's time for bars. You already know when I put these hats on. Put on my hat. What's good, my geniuses? I'm just letting them get up in here. Pause. I had to switch hats, put on my bars hat. Hold on, we gotta wait. Just give me a second. Go, come on. Give me a second. Hey, mind your business. It's always in my business. Get out my business. All right. Bars. Bars. When that music playing, you know it's bars to be involved. There go the mic. Y'all see every time I always add something to the room. As you can see, they're trying to make people walk around with them scarves and shit. So I just might as well get a swagged out scarf. My wife actually got that. for moi. Too much stuff on my bed for real. This ain't really my bed. In this room. But all right, we're gonna go. I'm about to start going over these questions. We're gonna go up to the top. TK, what up? What up, yo? Speak on a 154-pound Charlo and Andre. What y'all want to know? That's the first question I see. What y'all want to know about Charlo and Andre? The breakdown, how y'all think it'll go? What you want to know? Who want to know? Can you hear me? And let me know, can you hear me though? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Mo Bunny Paul. Oh, how they can better themselves? Oh, we got to answer some boxing questions first. Because it's a certain way I got to put it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't be saying what I could say what I want to say, but I have to put it a certain way for the waves. I'm a wave god. I'm a wave god, dog. What y'all... So, like, what I think about the Charlo and Demetrius Andre, to get hit on that first. Sure, my pillow's getting some light. What I think about that, I think that... Can y'all hear me, though? Before I go in, can y'all hear me? Niggas don't be typing fast enough. All right. So look, with that Charlo and Boo Boo, we just go back to the amateurs. That's how when you watching boxing, you got to start from when they was amateurs first. If they both got an amateur career, you say who was the better amateur. So who was the better amateur? That would be Demetrius. He was an Olympian. You know, he's a good amateur. He's proven he's fought a lot of people in the amateurs. He's fought world competition. I don't know a lot about Charlo's amateur background, but I'm sure he had a nice amateur background. But I know he wasn't an Olympian, so that's that. Go to their pro career. Who do they fight? When you go to who do they fight, you go to their box rec. You look at their box rec. You see, when you look at their box rec, you see who they fought and when they fought them, and who the person they fought. Who Charlo fighting. You know what I mean? Who the opponent that Charlo fought, who they was fighting also. You do that for Boo Boo too. You know what I mean? Some of these people, like when it's world championship fights and stuff like that, you could see and you watch how they do after they fought the person. I'm about to get me a grill, dog. I'm about to get my grill back. But yeah, and then once you assess all that, you assess where they at in their career right now, today. And you just look at all of those things that led up to now. And then you say, well, damn, after watching that, who's the better fighter? You got to just look at it. You know what I mean? And, you know, I know they said they were supposed to fight and all that, but okay, well, y'all going to make more money now, so fight now. That water is lit. But yeah, y'all going to make more money now, so just fight now. You know what I mean? But I don't think they want to fight right now because fighting Boo Boo is a hard fight. That's just a hard fight for anybody. Except really for Canelo, only for a couple rounds. No disrespect to Boo Boo. We're talking technically. All right. Next, we got Thoughts on Triple G Canelo 3? That's the next one. Triple G Canelo 3 is a fight that I don't need to see happen because Triple G had problems with Canelo in the first fight when Canelo chose to box. I still thought he lost that one. Some people gave it to Triple G, but I still think he lost because he missed too many punches and he didn't throw no body punches. And people gonna say, well, if he didn't throw no body punches because Canelo was gonna counter him to the head. Well, that's not my fault. That's Triple G's fault. You gotta have better defense. You know what I'm saying? So when people be saying those type of things, man, you gotta remember that makes me the ring general off rip. That makes me the ring general. So that's why I had Canelo getting that in. And then you go with the the second fight, he just dogged him out. He walked him down for 12 rounds and just beat him brutally. He almost stopped him at one point. He looked like he was ready to quit. Third fight, Canelo. All right. So now Triple G had the better amateur pedigree. But Canelo, being when you in Mexico and you start out as you could start out as a professional at 16. So his career was cultivated in a certain way to where he learned most of everything he learned was on the professional level. Everything he learned was on a professional level. So he's going to be a better professional than the man who has 400 amateurs and only 20 or 30 some pro fights. You understand the concept of that? That doesn't work like that every time. But you get these cases where his trajectory was going this way because he was in the amateurs and then he turned to a pro. His career was going like just because he was an amateur, then he turned pro young. Triple G was going to be right here, but Canelo was already had the fame because he fought Floyd first. So once you fight somebody like that, they automatically put you in a different stratosphere. These is bars we got today. So just be listening. So that puts you in a different stratosphere when you rocking like that. So then by the time they trajectories meet, Canelo has had more pro experience than Triple G. That makes him the better pro. And he's in every pro fight, he's worked on his deficiencies. Abel Sanchez only worked on Triple G's strengths because that's all a fighter who never a coach sometimes who never boxed before. That's all they know. Then try to build on. Sometimes, you know what I mean? They try to. You strong, we're going to work on your right hand. Well, you already got a right hand. You should work on every other thing. They haven't been doing that. Canelo been working his defense, working different moves, doing different things. So then the second time they fought, he just walked him down and just punished him. He got better defense and he faster on the inside. So there's no point in the boxing because now that I fought you, I felt your power. I know what you got. I'm going to spar this guy because this guy hits like kind of like you, even in sparring with 16s. So once I get used to that, you're not going to be hitting hard in the 12s. And I mean in the 10s at 150 and 160. So then I'm going to walk straight to you, catching your punches because I got better D and I'm faster. And that's how he was setting him up with moves on top of moves. That's how he was doing him. I'm just saying, pause. That's how he was getting him, catching him. My bad. But yeah, so you got to understand that. Third fight is going to be much of the worst because now look who's Triple G has fought. He hasn't fought that good of a competition leading up to this point, and Canelo has fought Danny Jacobs. Triple G actually got his ass, he got his behind, he got his pack busted. So that's why I got to start using them words. He got his pack busted by Derevyanchenko. He hit him with the salt bat. He hit him with the salt bat game. You feel me? That crane style. Salt bat. Bang. Hit him. Killed him. Whooped him. Then, that was the only tough fight he really had. Other than that, dude went up, my man Cinnamon, Canelo, Saul Alvarez went up to 175 and fought Kovalev. And I've been hearing other people on these blogs talk about like, well, if Kovalev was so worn down, why I was the first one saying that. If I was saying if Kovalev is such an easy fight, the other middleweights would have chose to go up and fight Kovalev and take his belt and do something that people don't really be doing, but they didn't do that because they couldn't beat a Kovalev. And that's what I'm saying. So 3, I gotta go with Canelo again because I did him the second time. What is Triple G gonna do different? Nothing. Box used the same jab. It's not a good fight. Roll runner. Nobody wants to see the Triple G gonna be left sunny side up. Loma versus Lopez. That's a good fight because I used to be hard on Lomachenko. You got to remember, I'm a boxer. I need to see more. So when I'm on Lomachenko, I want to see him fight somebody. Listen, I still got to give Loma credit because he's shown me what he can see. This is what makes me the GOAT with this shit because I'm using from what I see with boxing to explain my point. Whether who win or lose, this is how I'm explaining my points. Yes, Teofimo Lopez is younger. He got a lot of power. He got more power pound for pound than Loma. Loma has more experience. He has a lot of pro experience too on the top level because all his fights have been damn near championship fights. So that means something. That's a lot. You got to pay attention to that because Floyd be telling you all that. He's been on the championship level. Oh, this is his first time with this type of pressure. You know what I mean? And if he could take it, he could take it. If he gonna crack, he can crack. He gonna crack. It is what it is. And we gonna see that night. But on paper, it's a good fight. But, you know, it could go either way. It makes it a 50-50 because Loma was older, but he got a lot of experience. Teofimo is younger, but he got a lot of lion, how strong. He got confidence. But since ain't nobody boxing right now, I gotta go with the younger man because the younger man's body he could keep sparring and getting better in these times. Your fighter gotta pick and choose when he gotta do that, when he could do things because he don't want to wear himself down. You know what I mean? Unless you got a good diet. That's the key. That's the key. It's all about the diet. It's still Gorilla Glue. It's still glue every time. It's about the diet. When you make sure your diet is right, you good. You got to make sure that diet is clean. Once you make sure that diet is clean at this time, you won't gain weight. Hey, Teofimo, if you listening to me while I'm grooving, I'm about to hit you with some Salt Bae real quick. I'm about to hit these with some. Listen, bro, go vegan. Why ain't no boxing around? Teofimo Lopez, go vegan. That way, your weight will stay calibrated at a certain frequency, and you won't have to be cutting weight. Because if you stay at 65 too long, or 60 or wherever you at, that's gonna start. You're gonna have to be losing weight to get back down. That's 30 pounds. So we don't know what Loma's weight is at. So we gotta we watching. But this is why you have to be. This is why being vegan is important. I tell y'all every time. This is why it's important. Cause then when I'm vegan and I'm eating from sun up to sundown, I don't have to even worry about my weight. I know because I'm older than both of them, and I stay at 150. I'm a real welterweight. That's how I know I'm a welterweight. I'm a real welter. You know what I mean? Bars is right. Speak the facts of karma and how men can better themselves in the realm of the beast. Karma is Hindu, and there's two things. Before you even get karma, there's dharma. That's your deeds. So if you want to make sure your deeds are good, it's all about what you do, your actions. Because action speaks louder than what? All right. So you want to make sure your actions are good. Your deeds, the things that you do, it's thoughtless. That means you're doing it because you know that's what you're supposed to do. That's whether it's giving money to the homeless. That's another thing too. Like I always say, giving money to the homeless first because you got to take care of people. But even on top of that, taking care of you first. Right here. That's the part you got to take care of. That's the person you have to take care of first so you can raise yourself. So when you have good deeds and you do everything in a thoughtlessness mentality because you know it's going to be for the greater good of mankind and man, those are two different things. If you understand what I'm saying, there's man and there's mankind. It's the two different things. You're a spiritual being first, and then you're experiencing the physical. Man is spiritual. Mankind is physical. Bars. Nobody, listen, I got a 12th grade education. This is easy work. So when you do good in the world without taking, there's no thought involved. So when you see, damn, he need money, he need a coat, let me give him something. Hey, brother, if you need something. Or instead of giving money, just go buy him a coat. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. When you do good deeds. But then it started first with doing good deeds for you first. By not fornicating out of control like you lost your mind. But not doing harsh, crazy drugs, drinking lean. Hit the plant, hit the leaf. It's the best for you. Drink the leaf. Make sure you have a good diet. A diet of 90% plants. I'm not saying be vegan. I didn't say be vegan. I said 90% plants. Make sure you're drinking spring water. Got plants in your home. Everything in moderation and balance and attain all knowledge. Whether it's good or bad, because you never know. You got to know both. You have to have the positive and the negative. You have to have the shu and the tefnut, the yin and the yang. Come on, blood, the hot and the cold, the water and the earth. You have to have it all to create what you're doing. You have to know how both work on both ends. Get knowledge. Quit watching TV. Watch me. That's what you need to be doing. Watch me, because I'm not on here to play. If I don't know something, I'm not going to speak on it. And if I can't validate it with mathematics are geometry, algebra, arithmetic. That's what mathematics are. Geometry, algebra, arithmetic, universal language, language of the stars, astronomy, things a man don't even know how to go up in there into the universe and get close to. Those are things you can't change, knowing where star constellations are. And then human anatomy and biology, which is one and the same thing. Especially if you're a carbon being like me. So once you know that, blood, you can validate it because you can't change the earth or your body unless you do something unnatural to it. You can't change the stars because no man could reach up and you can't nobody control what the sun do. And y'all think people forgot that the sun is actually real. If anything, the sun decided to do anything different from what it's doing, it's going to affect Earth. Remember that, man. That's not, y'all taking that for granted. You got to stop taking that for granted. And granted is what the pyramids is made out of. You feel me? Like, come on, blood. Salt. But that's really another, see what I'm saying? That's the aura with the right coming out. The blue aura. Look it up. That's A-U-R. Aurat. A-U-R-A-U-T. A-U-R-A-U-T. Aurat. That's how you say it. That's why they always talk about the snake. Don't get me started. Because if y'all be on my Instagram, I told y'all I'll be dancing and doing all of that. All you got to do is go to my Instagram at Kilatainment. It's real. And I'm going to just keep practicing. I'm about to be back dancing like I used to be. Y'all about to be like, what? This nigga got moves like that? But yeah, man, do good deeds. Make sure it all start with you though. 90%. You gotta watch it. The reason why your deeds gotta start with you, because if you treat yourself the best and not with monetary value, by actually putting the best things and the supplements and the herbs in your body, talking the right talk, you will gain all the riches in the world, long and wide. I just read that in the Egyptian Bible, in the Egyptian book. I don't even want to even talk about it. Says who you got. Says we ain't here, nigga. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus. All right, Emmanuel Augustus is a fighter who used to be doing the Drunken Master. He from either Baton Rouge or New Orleans. He from somewhere in the Louisiana. I don't know, but that nigga, if you ever seen like, I know y'all probably never seen anybody else from Louisiana fight, but they all kind of fight like Emmanuel Augustus. Like that, they got a certain style and the way they move. Like it's a certain rhythm. You know what I mean? And they all, you have to see it, bro. But just watch how he be fighting, and then watch some other fighter from Louisiana or New Orleans or wherever in that region. They all kind of got like the same style. You know what I mean? Kind of like the same movement. You know what I mean? Stupid Slick got a lot of bad end of the stick some nights because you know he be showboating, but his boxing wasn't always about winning or losing. It's about showing the craft, being a showman. Like you got to remember, everybody ain't boxing. This has to do with Emmanuel Augustus. Just listen to how I place these bars in place for y'all. Everybody, first I'm gonna have to break y'all down real quick. There's no such thing as winning or losing on a certain level. You have to have winners. You have to have losers. Good and bad come with winning. Good and bad come with losing. So what's the difference? More money, more problems. When you poor, you got problems. It's problems with both. It's about who is portraying what aspect of what you think rich is or what you think losing is. That's the part where the bars come. Emmanuel Augustus in winning and in losing showed you the craft of boxing and how to be an entertainer and not take punishment. He been in there with Floyd, didn't win, and Floyd still credits him as the one of the hardest fights he ever had. So does that mean Emmanuel Augustus is one of the greatest boxers of all time? Yes, because another greatest boxer of all time said he was the hardest fight I ever had. That helps me. Every fighter he fought helped him get there, but when he say this man single one, that was probably the hardest fight, dog. That nigga really, because he really good like that. On any given night, he can give the TBE the hardest fight of his life. It don't matter if he lost this many fights. That's when you got to be knowing what you looking at and knowing how to watch and what to watch. Then you got to know who there to entertain. You got to know who there to actually showcase the craft at its highest level and win while you doing it. Then you got to see then on the boo boo part. Then you got to realize it's people who are there to show you how to not do it right, how to lose, how to not take it serious, how to run their mouth too much, how to not stay on their craft, how to not eat right. See what I'm saying? All that ties into Emmanuel Augustus because even in winning or losing or getting draws, he's still entertained and he didn't take a lot of punishment. I mean, at the end of the day, Floyd did beat him and he got stopped, but that's Floyd. But Floyd still credit even him stopping him. That means Floyd had to pull out a lot of He had to put a lot of umph into that to get that off, because he was like, man, this nigga gonna be some work for real. So now you see how Emmanuel Augustus is really him. Watch him if you don't believe me, because everybody can't be playing in the ring and slipping shots, and like people can't do that and not get hit. If you try that against me, I'm gonna bust your kufi. All right, and that's for anybody who be mad because I be acting aggressive on here, because I really be getting work. And when it's time to start moving back around for real, which in the social distancing comes to almost a close, y'all gonna see I'm gonna be right there in y'all neighborhood looking for some work. That's what this channel gonna be about. And I'm gonna, hey, blood, we taping it. Is you ready? I got my own page. I got a waiver. Do you mind being on the internet? All right, come on. It's time to, because when it's your turn, man. Okay, we got favorite combo to throw. Answer should be whatever you need at the time. LOL. You already know. Whatever is working. Whatever I make him give me. Because you got to remember, some of these fighters, they are looking. All right, for example, if I get hit hard with a shot, I just got hit hard with a shot. I don't say, oh, he set me up for that. Oh, I made a mistake on my defense. Let me just keep defending. I defend all punches, and then some I know when to take and know when to give. So there is no setting me up, because I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do to block it every time. You got to know how to block it or how to defend it, so there is no setup. So if it's two lefties, right, I'm lefty right now. I'm standing lefty, and I'm catching his jab with my backhand. Bang. Bang. If that's how you catch the jab with the backhand, how he going to set you up if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? You let the jab come to you and catch it. Don't get overzealous and then try to reach out for it. Bang. Hooked upside your head. When he jabbed to the body, you don't grab. See how my hand gone? No. My elbow. You use that. Block it with the elbow. He jabbing to the body, blocking it with the elbow. That's why Floyd was setting them up. First of all, they was too square and they wasn't standing at a good north-south. So, and when you stand north-south, which Floyd is standing north-south, and you're not, and you're standing east-west, which is too square in a square circle, Floyd gonna be jabbing you straight to your solar plexus. You have to stand north-south with him, so you at an angle. And then when he go to jab you to your body, you got to catch it with the elbows, so that your hands are not out of position. That's defensive things. That's defending. So when the guy was on here saying I didn't have any defense, how can I not when I know how to do it? And I can get in the ring and show you. You didn't know what defense was when you was talking. You thought you knew. Again, we're off. Triple G done. We still going. It says, Troy, what happened to you with that made you reach the epiphany you arrived upon, my nigga? What really happened? And be honest, fam. Slim Silk, it says, Troy, what happened to you that made you reach the epiphany you arrived upon, my nigga? Slim Silk, what you asking me? Like, what epiphany? And I explain it. Explain to me what epiphany you talking about. And then I explain it to you. Whatever you want, I explain it. It might be a lot, but I'll bar you up real quick. You got to be listening, though, and it's not a game. This is real, because I can validate it. What things that happen in my life. Says, if your friend smash your girl, you should go back and smash his girl, or just let it go. If you do seek revenge, that presents bad karma in your life. Of course, he was a defensive GOAT. Regis kind of got a style like that. Yeah, Regis is a Regis do. But Regis be serious, But that's a good point. Regis Prograde, my man Regis. I gotta shout out my man Regis. He's a good fighter, man. You know why he good? Because he takes his losses with his wins. Hey, man, he was the better man. Josh Taylor worked me. I was going for Regis too, but it's not like I didn't think Josh Taylor could win because Josh Taylor can box and he has a good all around skill set for a tall man. He looked like he about 5'10" and a half, 5'9" or something like that. He pretty tall and tall fighters who could do inside, fight left and right handed. He could do a lot in there. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. So like, yeah, Regis will be all right though. He'll be all right. I think I kind of like, for me watching boxing and studying it a lot, I feel like the weight kind of bothered Regis, even though he didn't talk about it because he didn't look as explosive as he did. If you go back and watch the fight, when I really watched it, I noticed like, damn, he not looking explosive like he normally be looking. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe I feel that's how I feel. That's what I seen, and I know enough boxing to know when I see. So he might come out and be like, it was the weight, but I felt like he just didn't have that explosion to where he can just yum 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 and just get here. I never seen him like let off. It looked like he was kind of drained. I don't know. Y'all got to look at it. Tell me what y'all think. How do you feel about Danny Garcia's chances of becoming champion again? That's up to Danny. If you want to be a champion again, it's up to Danny. It's not about how I feel. If Danny want to be a champion again, he know what he got to do. You got to get in the gym, stay in the gym, stay strong, stay true, work on your craft, work on your real deficiencies, work on your footwork, work on the speed of your footwork, work on your head movement, work on the speed of your head movement, work on looking in the accuracy of the shots so you can have accurate shots and no look hooks. Because the thing is, if you not moving your head against Danny Garcia, nobody has to look to hit you. Because if you throwing punches in your head ain't moving, all I gotta do is go bang, and I'm gonna catch you. So it's really not a no look hook. He know the man ain't moving his head. He has an extensive amateur background. He's not stupid in there. He survived this long, and his dad never boxed. So that lets you know what type of time they on. You know what I mean? They in there working. His dad never boxed, so he in there getting work still. So getting off. He was already a champion. You know what I mean? So you got to realize that you know what he's doing, but it's about still. Even though you know what you're doing, it's always about getting better every day. Watching what Canelo do, getting better every day. All these fighters. I'm not saying you'll be just like Canelo, but defense is defense, man. You can learn how to move your head. You got to get in the gym and work on moving your damn head. Like, I don't get it. Like, yes, some people are naturally good at it better than others. That's not what we talking about. What we talking about is how you get better at it, and that's by going in the gym.
I have done it finally.
What did you do?
I literally just cut a piece of my thumb off.
Let me see. Didn't I fucking tell you?
And the thing is, I had the glove on the other fucking hand. I'm not even joking. I had the glove on the opposite hand that I was cutting with.
Y'all hold on. Is it deep? Y'all hold on. My woman just cut her damn fucking hand. I just fucking told you, dog.
It's really bad. Like, it's a literal piece of my thumb.
Let me see. Oh, relax. Not bad.
Oh.
It hurt.
Oh, baby, I have to come and show you. I had the glove on this hand. I went
Like, how do you feel like this part of the origin, like I mean, it's not wide. It's just deep. You Damn, babe, I just told your nut ass. Y'all hold on. This is real life shit. Told her silly ass, dog. Playing with this shit. Can't be playing. I'll be really chefing in this kitchen. She done cut her damn hand now. I gotta find band-aids. Hold it down for me. Y'all talk boxing. Be right back. Got band-aids and shit. Hold it down. Hey. Hey, tripping. Told you leave that shit alone, dog. Fuck is you doing, man? Damn. Alright, I'm back. We got this little slicer joint. My man Amir just cut his hand. Bad as fuck with it. I cut mine. I cut my pinky. I sliced that right off. Little tip of my pinky was just blood bleeding. And the thing is, it's come with a glove, and you got to wear the glove when you do it, because you would be doing it so fast, your hand will run over, slice it right off. You know what I mean? She cut her hand, so now we back. Hold on. Oh, Danny Garcia. Yeah, man. He know what he doing. You just got to work on them deficiencies, though. You got to make sure you keep them deficiencies going, because when you keep working on your deficiencies, every time somebody watch your tape, they gonna watch the old you. And then you gonna be in front of their face. Up, catch, bang, bang. You know what I mean? I think Danny gotta work on his footwork. Footwork, head movement, and looking in shots. Accuracy. Where else? There's no disrespect to my man Danny, though. I fucks with Danny. Says Paul, I rather. Hold on, skip some. It just be moving fast. Kevin Kelly said Floyd told him that pull up to the PDX. Yeah, wherever that's at, it's good. I knew of defense, boxing, definitely perspective is vital, most important. Hold on, it's my man Monty. Yo.
What you doing, fool? I see you got your glasses on. You gonna take them off?
No, I was on my live and it just went out. I don't know where it went. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you hear Lil Monty right quick. I got him.
There we go.
I had him doing this hook for me.
Oh, this my man. Hold on. I'm live right now. This my man Monty Thompson. He from Akron, Mont Dig. This who y'all be hearing when I be having my when I be first coming on. It be my man Monty. So
yeah. What's going on?
What you want me to hear?
Man, I just put my sound on the hook. This about to be sick.
Let me hear
it. Right quick. It ain't done, but I just got you. And it's right up the vibe. The vibe crazy. This shit done, bro. You can leave my
Dang, dog, you need to just get your son out here one time.
That nigga 11. It's scary out here.
It is. He can hoop too. It's over.
Hey,
you want to drop? You want to hit? You want to hit him with some bars real quick?
Man, yeah, you know it's nothing. You know I got that.
Hit him with some bars real quick.
You live right now?
Yeah, they can see you. I got the phone facing you so they can see you.
Oh yeah. Hold on. First of all, you know what I'm saying? My name Monday. Go by my damn I'm good. You feel me? You guys can look me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Monday Music. And I'm always rocking with my brother Troy.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the GOAT.
I see they got you out here being the GOAT.
Yeah, blood.
Yeah.
You can hit them with some bars, acapellas, whatever you want, blood. Just do your thing. You can just get a quick 16, nothing crazy. Because when I be saying my homies, because I was on here last time and I was telling them we used to have a dance group. And then y'all just start rapping, and I don't think they really believe how we used to travel all over Ohio, opening up for everybody and just getting busy.
See, but what they gotta understand is we from a culture where dancing was cool, where dancing was dope, and then rapping was cool and rapping was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? We from like really a hip hop culture, and like people probably don't even know you used to hoop. They probably just think you was just boxing.
Yeah, I know. I be telling them, bro. They don't even know.
Like, we from a real culture of music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's Ohio, man. It's the home of the funk.
The home of the best hooper, home of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hit them with some bars, because this episode is bars and boxing. It's just funny that you called, blood. I can't make this up.
You said it's bars and boxing.
Bars and boxing.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out. Should I be nice? Should I come with?
Man, just give them. They gonna respect it what it is, cause you skillful. So just hit them with a quick 16. You could be off the top. It could be a verse. It could just be anything. I'll be trying to put my people on.
I can give you some calm shit. Something that. Let me see. If I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna give you something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even play with you. Hold on, give me 1 second.
My man's just about to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. If I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna even have ass.
Oh, he gonna hit y'all with a beat too. Listen. I just want y'all. I didn't plan this.
Little buddy don't get put up in a body bag. Phone dropped on my lap and hit the trunk button. Iced out, rock dreads, no cool running. If a nigga won't beat, tell him do something. Curry with the trigger, nigga shoot something. All gas, no brakes, come blue hunters. I remember I was shoe money. I ain't capping, but I'm situated. Fuck with me, I get the cap and you cremated.
That was his drill music.
I ain't gonna even give y'all.
He got bars. He could battle if you wanted to battle. Remember how you used to be like something? I think niggas think I'm Saudi Arabian because I leave your crib Saudi dead and raided in. That used to be my shit. That was before New Jersey twerk was stretching words and like breaking down syllables. I told you I'll be into the battles too. He said, I'm Saudi Arabian. I will leave your crib Saudi dead and raided in. You can't. That's like a whole different type of lyricism, bro. My people just got it.
I can give y'all shit like. I'm talking like I can give you some hard shit. Hey, listen, I found some of our first music, bro.
Bruh, I've been looking for that Perfect Strangers.
I found it. I found some shit, bro. You gonna be like, what?
You gotta send it to me. I need it.
I got something I'm about to give you right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all this, and I'm gonna put Burning Your Live up.
All right, it's good. It's about bars and boxing. To give me a break. I'm looking at these questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you something that.
Okay. I got you, Slim Silk.
You ready? I came a long way. Full step, section 8. Section straight. I really don't like this. I'm gonna give you something. I came a long way. Look, I came a long way. Remember, I ain't had my rent money. Ducking dodging on my landlord. Now I'm falling like a Westbrook. What the fuck I need to pass for? Airfare first class on them. I done went and got a passport. Mom Dukes had a big body. Blue Bjork with a brown door. I hated school getting dropped off. Told her meet me at the back door. Same shoes a nigga wanted then. Now I got it paying cash for him. Late nights on By Street. Crate hoop, no backboard. Now a nigga at the Cavs game. So close, call it play for him. Food stamps in the White House. AMHA to be exact. Slap my TV like it's animatic. Just to get the fucking picture back. Played baseball one season. Next season I was pitching crack. Then the nigga was getting paranoid. I was through with that.
Hey, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Had to get him out of here. He can go all day, bro. My nigga got bars for real. Don't do it. We used to be doing a lot, bro. Back to the bars. I told you it could go either way, man. Slim Silk. The enlightened, he said the enlightened you for more peace in your life. What enlightened me, bro, was I realized I didn't know what I thought I knew. That's what enlightened me. Instead of actually thinking I knew something, I realized I didn't know nothing. And I start studying the most talked about civilization in the world. In the world, bro. That's Egyptian civilization. Kemetic civilization. The Kemites. The Kematians. Fourth dynasty. Golden age of civilization. It's a fact. A man and a woman rule equally. They had commerce and trade documented heavily throughout the entire world. They owned the whole universe. They got pyramids, the pyramid of Khufu, the pyramid of Hufu. That's how you say his name, actually. The pyramid of Khufu, for real, though. It's 2.5 stones in a pyramid. 2.5 million. And each stone in the pyramid is 2.5 tons. 2.5 tons, bruh. Each stone. And it's 2.5 million of them. Technology. Start studying it, bruh. Start getting my mind right. Then I learned that I was an Egyptian. I was like, damn, that's crazy. When I thought about it, like, damn, well, everything does add up. I'm from Ohio. I live by Lake Erie. That's a great lake. They live by the Nile. And even in Akron, it's Summit Lake. That's a big landmass of water. It's also an Egyptian monument in Peoples, Ohio called Serpent Mound. That shows ownership of the land and who were people there. Look it up. Just look it up. It's called Peoples, Ohio. It's called Serpent Mound. It's a well-known thing there in Ohio. But you ask somebody from Ohio about it, unless they live around there, they don't know about it. Why is that? See what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I start studying my culture and why they kept saying it birthed everything. Because I used to be a Bible junkie, and then once I understood everything in the Bible, I start understanding Egyptian things. I start studying their language. Start actually downloading stuff with their language on it, understanding the hieroglyphs, knowing what the Salt Bay, the Auroch serpent coming out of the head with the red disc inside of the wings. They come out. That's why when you see the Sphinx, for example, the Sphinx, the Akaru, the lion god, It's the same thing as when David was in the Bible. All right, I'm going to explain to you why. Look on a Sumerian hieroglyph. You see them choking a lion. They got the lion subdued. They got him in a stranglehold. Then you go to the Egyptian, you see the Sphinx or the Akaru. It's sitting and it's a lion body with a man head. Then you go to the Bible and it said David was in the lion's den and the lions didn't attack him. He had control over the lions. He was able to be amongst the lions. Now, if you understand all of those three things I just said, it's a lion in each one of the somebody. And listen, y'all know the Bible. All you got to do is look up Sumerian hieroglyphs or Sumerian this, is you're going to see pictures of men strangling lions. That means they got their animal instinct in a chokehold. They above animal instinct. They had a higher power. They not just running around here acting like wild animals. They could say no to women that they don't want to be with. They could say no to food that they don't want to eat. They could know how to carry a weapon and knowing when to use it and when not to use it. You understand what I'm saying? They're above the regular man because they have passed up on just acting like an animal. That's why they have the lion in the chokehold. You go to the Sphinx, it's a lion body in the head of a man. The head of a man means I am above my animal instinct. I am above my body. Myself governs what I think. The right hemisphere of my brain. Then you go to the Bible, David was in the lion's den and they did nothing. He was above animal instinct. He could control his, it's a metaphor. Bars. Nobody is ever going to explain that to you like I did. Nobody. Because they don't even understand what they be looking at. That's why I got a channel. That's why my channel was about to be doing numbers. And I'm telling y'all this because it makes you a better boxer, because that's what we all trying to be. It's just about attaining knowledge and knowing something. That's what made me at peace. I start knowing. And then when somebody act like they know more, I'll say, oh, okay. Well, if you know more, validated. Validated with mathematics. Validated with mathematics, which is not astrology, algebra, geometry, arithmetic. Okay? Mathematics, that's what that is. Then you go to universal language, that's other stars. Then human anatomy and biology, one and the same thing. Those are things nobody can change unless you do something natural, and you can't change the sun. That's why you got to respect it. That's why they wasn't worshiping no sun. They was trying to learn. They was cultivating it every day in their body, because you got a solar plexus. Oh my God. Come on, man. See, y'all be using these words every day, but y'all don't know what they be talking about. You have a solar plexus. What's the core of the earth? It's a sun in the earth. Then you got a sun on your body. Then you see a sun in the sky. They all connected. If you're not doing something right, the fire inside you gonna burn you up. That's where the hell is. You got to know what you're talking about. The serpent is the spine. Apex. It always talk to this side of the head, because that's your worldly body. It make you do things you don't. It make you do things you shouldn't be doing when you have no control over your body. When you have no control over your body, you go to Krispy Kremes and eat a whole dozen. I used to be there. I used to eat like that. I know. That's why when Negroes be trying to tell me about their diet, I just be like, hey, bro, chill. Because I've been there. I done ate a whole dozen and drunk milk. I used to do that. I left it alone. I'm just telling you. You just got to try it and see how it make you feel. You ain't got to believe me. You just do it. I'll be 40 this year again. I just like to keep telling people that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what made me at peace with myself, when I obtain knowledge and I can validate everything I know. I don't believe nothing. I know what's going on. And when I don't know, I seek. That's how I learned how to box. And that's what made me be at peace, obtaining knowledge. I read a book called The Pert M. Haru. Get it, read it. Do you think that trainers should implement backwards movement, more running backwards training like Ali? Of course! Yours truly, John. Of course, my brethren. Listen to what you saying. Should I teach a man how to go backwards and fight because he already know how to go frontwards and do it? Absolutely. What you do frontwards, you got to know how to do backwards. Why not? I'm not saying you got to look. See, people don't understand when I say that. You don't have to look like Floyd when you're doing it. I don't care if you look like Chavez. I don't care if you look like Joe Frazier. You have to know how to do everything you doing going both ways. That's what makes you invincible in your craft. But when you only do it one way, then that's when styles start making fights. Because you only got one style. So we got to put you against another style so we can enjoy it. But then you put Joe Frazier in there with George Foreman, them the same styles. And Joe Frazier, rest in peace to Smoking Joe, he wasn't the harder puncher at that time. That's when styles don't make fights. You see how styles make fights? That's how styles don't make fights. That was not a fight. He just got him out of there. Like, that's when he would need to learn how to fight like Ali. Going backwards. You know, having something that has to do with going backwards and be a defensive oriented so you can pull off the punches. You know what I mean? You can pull off, not like throw the punches. You can pull off. Pull. That's all the rope-a-dope was. Let you get some work, but he, in my opinion, that was a lot of punishment, but he showed us something, even in the punishment that he took, how to play with a man, catch, use the ropes to your advantage, tie him up, shit like that. You know what I mean? Gotta know that. That's very important. When you consider being an Olympic boxing coach, where do you see your future of boxing going from amateur rank to professional as far as the USA is concerned? Hey, amateur boxing will be different and they take them headgears off. Gotta take them headgears off. That's when boxing gonna come back to the forefront. Because when you keep the headgear on, everybody's protected by the headgear. When you take the headgear off, everybody has to learn defense. Because if you don't, you will get headbutted, you will get elbowed. You have to learn how to defend yourself in a certain manner. So you have to take the headgear off to learn the true craft of boxing. Because skills pay the bills, and you don't get paid as an amateur. You get paid the most money as a professional. Bars. Hold on, we still on here. Let me see. Would you advise a young champ to pay the boxing commission them fees for the belt? How important is that to be ranked? It's very important because without being ranked, you can't be contend for a title or nothing like that. So being ranked is very important. It's just that you can't let them dictate your actions with the belt. Like, hey, bruh, I don't want to fight him right now. He ain't even fought nobody for real just because he got a little belt. Who did he fight? Man, hey, bro, get out of here. It don't work like that. They need to take all these belts out of the situation. That they see they making boxing ain't about the craft. It's about getting a belt. So everybody could say they got a belt. Like, no, bro, you don't. Okay, this is a good segue. All these belts now, niggas be saying they champions and all this. You know, you're not. There's one champion. Whoever they franchise or got a diamond, that's who the champion is. All this franchising, no, bro. You're not a franchise of nothing. You don't have the real belt. The reason why you don't have the real belt because you don't have enough money to keep the real belt. See, they're not telling y'all everything. If you got to put butts in seats. And then once you win, you pay sanctioning fees on the belt. You can't keep that up. You don't have the money to keep it up so that you're not the franchise. You're not getting paid $30 million a fight. Why you think you the champ? You're not the champ. You don't have the top belt. It's only 4 belts. WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. Unless you the diamond or the franchise in any of those, which is whatever is the top one in any of those, then you the real champion. All the other belts are in contention. See, y'all ain't never seen Afro Samurai. There's only it's a number one headband. You got the number 2. Anybody could challenge for the number 2. The number 1 headband is the diamond belt. The number 2 headband is all these other little belts. Regular champions, silver champions. NABF, like regionals. You got to know that. And then if you can't be like, you have to be able to accrue a certain amount of revenue before you even think you're going to fight a certain person because they need to get paid this much to fight. You just can't skip those ways like that. Just because you're a champion, if you're not making over $5 million a fight, you can't fight the real champion. He's making $30 million. It don't go from 5 to you making equal what he make. That's what y'all don't be understanding. Like, you admit it. No, you don't understand it for real. Charlo's and them, they making good money, but Canelo is making top dollar. So they can't fight Canelo yet. He making too much money. There's no numbers that they can crunch. There's gonna make Charlo's pay raise too. It's gonna be unfair to people who did a little more than Charlo as of right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking just facts. I'm being fair. I'm not, niggas can get sensitive as they want, but when you look at their career, that's gonna tell you. You haven't fought this many champions. You haven't fought this many people. You haven't been this many rounds. You haven't did this. You haven't fought in this type of arena yet. All of those things add up to being paid the most. You have to show the commission and that you're worth that much money. You don't go from just making 1 million or 1.5 million to making 20 million. It doesn't work like that unless you can accrue the revenue. You got a country behind you. You Irish. You got the Mexican behind you. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or you just unbeatable. They keep paying you step aside money. See, that's another way. They pay you step aside money to where you didn't accrue. You didn't gathered up at least. Hold on. My plant hanging to the side. You didn't gather at least. You know what I mean? $5 million because you keep stepping to the side. That's something y'all got to, you know what I mean? It's just, you got to know. Like, it's just so much that go on with the sport. Like, niggas can be complaining about their fights and all that. Well, if you want to get the big fight, all you got to do is fight somebody big. Keep calling them out. Go hunt them down. And you eventually going to be in the ring with them. You're going to fight them. And whether you win or lose, then you're going to get a big fight because, and it's going to have to be exciting. You got to know how to fight. You got to know how to put butts in seats, man. This is why Floyd was doing it. Y'all don't be paying attention, man. You got to pay attention to Floyd. Dr. T. Kill operating on his back. Gotta love it. Yeah, blood. She cut her little finger. You know what I mean? Yours truly, John. Love trainers should implement. Hold on. Damn, it skipped a whole bunch. Says Secrets of the Hidden Temple by Troy King. No, the Hidden Temple is, it's right there. It's not hidden, actually. Yeah, I attained knowledge about my own people. I start studying the highest civilizations. Slim Thick, Slim Silk, or whatever. Slim thick. Pause. Let me see. Professional. Thank you, Paul Ruffin. Looking for the questions. I'm just looking for the questions. Dream fight. B Hop, James Toney. 160. James Toney would have stopped him. They came up in the same era. They ain't fight because James. I don't think Bernard wanted that work, bro. James Toney wanted it. I don't think Bernard wanted it. They both was in the 90s and in the 2000s. So I mean, I'm going with James though. No disrespect to B Hop though. You know what I mean? I just think technically he's like that's gonna be too hard because he already know everything that I'm knowing and studying. It's gonna be hard, and he already doing it in his fights, so it's gonna be hard. So yeah, I'm going with James. Damn, I really need to get back into working out. All I do is draw, but I draw for a bare minimum of 8 hours a day. Ain't my day, but yeah, get you some workouts in. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm messy, but this nigga Troy caught my attention crazily on that diet shit, and you kind of sparking my thoughts with the fasting 2 times a week. Oh yeah, Slim, blood. The diet is the thing, blood. Listen. If you want to know anything about diet, bruh, I'll just be reading books. The alkaline diet for the African genome menu. You just got to know, man, how to eat the herbs. 90% plants and get your herbs. You want to spring water, bruh. Detox your body. Work out. Get blood flow. Sweat. You know what I mean? But the diet is number one. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Like, and I'm not even being funny, and it's gonna sound crazy. Like, my woman was with me when I wasn't vegan, and she been with me since I've been vegan. She said my skin complexion actually changed when I became vegan because the foods I start eating start making my body and everything different, bro. Your skin becomes better, so your tone of your skin is gonna look different because it's healthy. My skin is healthy, bro. I used to have something called tinea versicolor, where you be getting like blotches on your skin. It's like fungus on your skin. It's kind of like itchy. But once I start being vegan, and I used to have bad allergies. Being from Ohio, I have bad allergies and sinuses. Vegan, it's gone. It's gone. It's all gone, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can't be playing with your body. But the thing is, Slim, you will go as soon as you wreck your whip or something, you running to get the bitch fixed, the joint fixed. But your body is the first whip you should be trying to get in order. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why you here. You're not listening to me because I'm a clown. You from Brooklyn, bruh. Come on, bruh. You know what it is. I done been up in Brooklyn. Went to a nice little Italian spot with my wife when we was there last year. Kicked it. Went to Mendez Boxing. Got some work. I forgot my man's name. Puerto Rican kid. Or Dominican, one of the two. You know what I mean? Did my mitts. Whatchamacallit? My dude Eddie Gomez. Shout out to Eddie Gomez. He told me to go over there and check him out. You know what I mean? Mitted me up good. We got some good work. And then I went to Philly and got with my man Bobby Pauls. We went and got with my man Greg Hackett, got some sparring in. It was love. But the diet, bro. The diet, bro. I'm telling you. It's not a game. This ain't no game. It ain't, especially if your skin look like mine. You know what I mean? You got to be on your diet, bro, so you can be out here swagging with it. You feel me? Says James. It says, not really, bro. Headgear is there for not cutting image. Bunch of 10-year-old getting massive scar tissue without getting paid. Worth it. Hey, that's part of the process of boxing. You got to learn your craft. I don't care nothing about what you talking about. Ahmed, James, that don't mean nothing. When you learn your craft, you don't get scar tissue like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, move your dome piece. Learn how to be defensive. Learn how to catch and block punches. Learn how to swag in there so you don't have scar tissue. Learn when and when not to spar. Learn who to spar. Learn when to spar hard. Like, come on, bro. I'm a professional. I'm trying to tell you. That headgear shit, once they start putting the headgear on, that's when people start being so defensive minded. Because they feel like the headgear going to protect them. They wear the headgear in sparring. They win the headgear in their amateur fights. They're having 150 amateur fights with headgear on and only 30 pro fights. You do the math. Amateur fights you start out at 8. Man, that's so much time in the ring, bro. Come on, bro. That outweigh your pro career for real sometimes. And if you're doing all that with a headgear on, shit, Ali, all the people, Ali and them didn't fight with headgears on in the Emmys, blood. They didn't come to the pros with mass scar tissue and all that. That's when they got to the pros is when they got it. But when you learn how to defend for real, you don't have those problems, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You ain't got to listen, though. Hey, the Ring magazine is not, that's a real belt, but it's not. Looking for the questions. Thanks, Mo Bunny Paul. Just looking for some questions. What promoter would I advise a boxer to sign with other than them starting their own? Any one of the promoters, is about what you good at doing yourself. See, Al Heyman, if you know how to self-promote, you're going to kill. But then they also could promote you too. If you with Top Rank, they're going to promote you. They're going to also match make you good. If you with Oscar, he going to match make you good. But I feel like Oscar and them be having the best promotion. Like, far as like just flat out Golden Boy promotion fighters. When you think about them. Top Ranker is the best at picking your fights. Al Heyman and them is different because it's all about if you can create your own. And at the end of the day, I will have to say that was the best because you keep a large amount of the revenue, and that is entitled to the boxer because he's putting in all the work. So, it just depends on what you're looking for. Some people don't like to promote. They quiet, so they need a Top Rank to help them get out there. You know what I mean? And then to get to a point where Top Rank is going to match make you until you show that, hey, bro, match me against whoever, like Bud Crawford. Golden Boy and advise you against a tough fight because they want to make sure you promote it to where you got everything in your favor for real. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just having all your everything in your cards in a row in the deck. It says I've been meeting every gay Washington. I don't think I ever watched that fight. Ike, best fighter, never win a title. What you think? I think I do know who you're talking about. I have to watch it because dude was throwing a lot of punches against David Tua, but I don't think I watched that one. I only watched a piece of it. Let me see. I drink a gallon. What you think? Oh man, hold on. Yeah, man, James Jackson. What's up with my man James Jackson? JJ. Listen, bro. Frazier, Ali, Foreman all won gold medals without headgear. Thank you. Hey, y'all follow my man Jackson, blood. You know what he talking about. That was a good point. It says Slim Silk. Troy, you right. Mike, my nigga. Yeah, Slim Blood. I'm just, you know what it is, bro. Babe, you back? Babe, you back? I don't know what she doing. Sup, Troy? What's up, baby? Hey, bro, stop coming. If you come in with this talking bad on my man Ego, I'ma block you. We don't no negativity in here, bro. Top rank builds them up good. Oh, what you think about the situation with NBA YoungBoy and Mayweather's and his daughter? I don't think nothing of it, blood. Because if it's a real thing, that's not even meant to be talked about. That's negativity, and it's an unfortunate situation, and we just gonna leave it alone because we don't speak bad about them. Says I am studying. I give Eubank Jr. a chance against Charlo. That's a good fight. Now that's how you. That's a good fight. Eubank Jr. against Charlo. I wouldn't mind seeing that. How that's gonna look. I'm going with Charlo. But Eubank is cool, bro. I see him at the Floyd gym. Jerron Anderson, Virgil Ortiz. They good fighters. Good young cats. I want to get some work with both of them, see what they like in there. I want to see what they about. I want to get some work with them. You know what I mean? I like to work to get better, so I want to see. So I can tell you what they about. Like, yeah, he know how to, you know what I mean? Not to be giving away their secrets, but just get some work in. You know what I mean? Get better. I like working against people who people think is good. You know what I mean? I like doing that. That's fun to me. Derevyanchenko versus Triple G has Sergey winning. No one gave Triple G that much damage, especially to the body. He looked. Oh yeah, he spanked him. He spanked him. I like Eubank Jr., but I think Charlo stops him. I don't know. When you study a fight, what specifically do you look at? When I study a fight, what do I look at? Okay, that's a good question. When I study a fight, what do I look at? Soon as I look at, if you ever watch any champion before, how can I explain it to y'all? All right, I'm gonna name a whole bunch of different fighters, old era fighters. Rocky Marciano, Mike Tyson, Ali, Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard, James Toney, Henry Hank, Dick Tiger, Willie Pett, Orlando Canales, Terry Norris. All them fighters, they all got different styles, but they all did the same thing in the ring. They all had, if not, some had better head movement. They all moved their head. They all used the jab to a certain degree. They all set up their punches to a certain degree. They all used feints. They all used certain footwork to get them in position. They always went to the guts to slow a man down. Like, I look for those type of things, and if you're not doing those type of things, then you're not that great. You have a lot to work on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking for every time. how you execute the jab, how you not getting out of position when you on defense. You ain't moving all over the place and using too much athleticism. That's what I'm looking for. If you doing that, then I'm like, oh yeah, he gonna be hard. Cause I could see the way he maneuvering, how he getting his shots off. You know what I mean? How he in position. He holding the position though. And when he get hit and he bang, 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 he like Mikey Garcia, bang, 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 get hit. Holding the position. Not bang. Flopping and doing, I don't know if y'all see that when somebody flank and they be doing that, or they be going backwards, or they be, even when black fighters do it, they slip a shot and their hands be down there, get hit, they'll be all over the place. Then they change their posture, like, no, hold that position. Okay, you doing that, my hand's still down, chump. Now I'm about to start using this jab. Yop, yop, slip, yop, slip, yop, yop. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know how to fight, dog. They don't be showing me what I want to see. If I don't see that, then I'm studying to see who doing more of those things. And then as soon as I see it, I say, hey, either he setting something up or whatever the case is, but he's going to stop him if he keeps this up. I can see the way the fight's going, or he going to get a brutal beating. So that's what I'll be looking for. Flopping around, not in position. What was your ritual before a fight? Shit, I used to be just chilling, listen with my headphones on, get my head wrapped, get my hands wrapped. Like, I'll be talking and having all the fun in the world. I'll be kicking it. Like, I'll be listening to the music, like. And then I'll be like, then he'll be like, it's time to get your hands wrapped. Quiet. It's not time to play no more. It's time to get this work. The talking is done. We talking about boxing, or we just talking? With all that having fun, it's time to get serious. It's time to get some work. No more playing. Once the hands is wrapped, it's no more. Then I just be walking around, stretching, loosening up, throwing shots. Then I always do my mitt work before, and I like to have my mitt person. I'm throwing hard shots. What?
You're gonna have to finish the cooking. It's just like pouring.
Let me see.
If I bend it down, it just drips out.
I know, man. You need to put on the gauze over that and wrap it in another bandage, because it's going to just keep bleeding. What? How much longer I got? I'll be done in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
What you want me to cook?
I prepped everything. You just have to do the beans.
Do the beans? All right. Making these Pakistani. What is it? What is this called, babe? No, but what do you be calling it?
We just call it beef.
I know, but you was calling it something else.
No, that's what I call the potatoes. Purta.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, but what was that? School dudes on the importance of road work. What coach you want to work with? Moments critical studies and things. Foot movement. Oh, what I'll be studying on them fights. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. And like, if you're not doing what I see, like, for example, if you say somebody got defense and I see them get hit with a good shot, and I'm gonna pay attention what they do when they hurt. I'm gonna pay attention to do how they recover from the shot. I'm gonna pay attention to see what they do to keep the fighter from stopping them. Like, I'm looking for everything. What else? Moments of critical. I recently made some footwork drills. To get your footwork better, man, you got to shadow box and jump rope. Shadow box and learn how to jump rope and twirl the rope and do all the tricks. And shadow box, bro. And be setting up cones, and you got to move through them randomly, all different ways. So that becomes a part of your footwork. And then you got to start working it in your sparring. That's important. That's the most important. You know what I mean? Says, what coach would you like to work with? Floyd Mayweather Sr. That's what I would like to work with. Because him, Ronnie Shields, Emmanuel Stewart, George Benton, Bill Miller, Eddie Futch. Those are my coaches. The coaches for Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Robinson. They had the same coach. My favorite experience fighting in Mexico? Every single one, bro. It just be fun. I love my Mexican brothers, man. Corno de Chivo, bro. It just was fun. Everything. My man Felipe, kicking it with him, going when I used to eat meat, going to this place called Katrina's, I think. It was a seafood spot. We used to go there. My brother ordered the one time. My brother was like, man, I want to get the fish. And it was the whole fish, though. Fried, whole. And he was like, damn, y'all gonna give me the head joint? Like, this ain't, like, we don't do that. And he ate it. It was some of the best fish he ever had. It was coming right off the bone, bro. It was crazy. Like, see, even though I'm vegan, I'm not gonna lie and say like that fish wasn't good. It was good. I'm not gonna front. What's the best mouthpiece, gloves, and cup, for your opinion? Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta get something to drink. Man, I got tired of drinking that water. I had to get me something to drink. I got this golden milk, blood. Pause. It's organic, ethically sourced. You ever had these? Listen, check these out. They good, dog. They vegan. Organic coconut milk, organic honey, Acia. Actually, it's Achicia. That's how you say it. I looked it up in Sudanese. Fiber, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, pink salt. It's that Himalayan. Oh yeah, that's lightweight lit. The thing is, when you become vegan, I can't have like things that are too sweet. It's just they don't be that good. It be oversaturated. Man, that's that Rebel joint. This joint good. Plant Power. Man, I'm telling y'all, get y'all one. Get y'all one. What else? What's up with my man UGC, baby? UGC, my man Black H. But yeah, man. How do you recover from body shots? That's a good ass question. All right, so look, we're gonna go for a couple more minutes. When you listen, how you recover from body shots is by relaxing, but they will stay with you. And the thing is, in sparring, bro, when you get in work, some of the shots you block. Sometimes when you sparring, you let niggas go to your guts to get off a headshot. Sometimes you grab niggas behind the head and then they gonna be going boom. They be ripping to your guts and you just let them and be moving, taking the shots to the guts. And then when you done sparring, see, this is what y'all don't understand. You have to take that medicine ball, that 20-pound joint. You gotta boom. You gotta hit it. You gotta get that. You gotta get that. That's why you have to get that. That is mandatory. When you see them banging on their stomach, boom, and they doing sit-ups, that's mandatory. That needs to be done. That's how. And then when you get hit with a good, even when you do that and you get hit with a good shot with an 8 or 10 ounce glove, it still be painful. But you just gotta relax with your breathing. It's all about how you breathe. You have to control the air. You know what I mean? You just be breathing. When you get hit with a good shot, you gotta let it out. You get hit with a good shot. You just be in your mind, damn, that was a good shot. Just breathe. Relax. Relax. Let me see. Ronnie Shields was Chavez corner. Floyd, self Matador. Boom. A salute. UGC. Cafe. Said, what's next for you? Where do you go from here? Shit, you know where I'm going, blood. I'm taking this to the top. Like, my channel about to be so lit. Y'all listen, y'all might not be thinking it's lit right now, even though it is. But it's going to get more crazy because when I used to be chilling with Ego, we used to have mad ideas, man. Like, y'all understand this is easy. All you got to do is take the camera with you. Sit down, do a little bit of editing, and get it together. I'm trying to get some work and spar, though. Hey, get you. Dang, hey, these rebels is trill. You know, I'm going to put this in the cut back here. Right there, so y'all can see that. Yeah, man, y'all need to get that. I'm telling y'all need to see what the sparring is about. And we ain't gotta be making it seem like I was just whooping somebody just to be doing it. We just gonna see what it's like. You know what I mean? Just get some work. Super chat promotions. Support the homie TK if you can. Hey, blood, I really appreciate you, UGC. Hey, they don't have to Google Hangouts, but I'm gonna figure out how to do this joint through Zoom. We about to get some work in. Follow UGC. We about to get some work in, dog. I'm telling you, it's about to be dumb lit. Cause I'm gonna come to where you stay and see if anybody trying to get some work. It's not a game. But hey, I'm about to get ready to cook this food because my woman need me to cook because she cut her hand. So I'm gonna get with this cooking, and I'll see y'all, blood. Good looking. I'll probably go hit my IG at Kilatainment 1L, and let me know what y'all want me to talk about or live, or y'all just want me to answer questions and bar y'all up. You know what I mean? Because I can answer. I'm gonna answer anything you got. So just let me know what you want. And when I put on his hat, you know what time it is. Bars. Let's go. I'm the GOAT. 1.